All right. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation, hope for Lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful Lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into today, all right, this morning, dealing with in the news, some things I was looking at, this morning, yesterday, and pretty much, all right, we knew, towards the end of this month, all right, Esau Edom was going to push an agenda, push enchantments, all right, in the earth, because we know this man wants to crown his enterprise, all right, and one thing about Satanism, is pretty much, a doctrine of filth. All right. When you understand Satanism is a doctrine of filth, that's why, some of these celebrities have to do things such as, drink semen, mixed with urine and, what they call it, spirit cooking, all this type of madness. And pretty much Esau Edom is turning, the planet Earth into an altar for Satan, and that's why so much destruction is coming to this society. All right, and as you heard, and as some of you brothers and you few sisters probably have heard that FDA, has approved, is getting ready to approve the juice, all right, for the children, man. And we're gonna play a little video, but real quick, can the brother put St. John 10 and 10? All right, because Yahweh Shai gave us the agenda, all right, the MO, of Esau Edom, the devil, man, and we're seeing this man pretty much, all right, get more and more, all right, straightforward, with his agenda and what he's about, he's been able to move in subtlety, within his rulership, and now, pretty much he's coming, in his energy to get down and lay down, man. And we're going to see it increase, all right, as this thing, plays out. Now, this is from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah, all right, and it says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. All right, Esau Edom is the thief, all right, and his whole objective is to steal, to kill, and destroy. That's all he's about, nothing else, all right. His whole rulership has been about these three things: stealing land, stealing people identity, stealing resources, all right, killing, all right. He has mingled death, within every facet of society, even things that are supposed to produce life, all right. He turns into death, food, sex, the air, the water, doctrines, you see, medicine. All right. He turns those things into death and to destroy. And this man is all about destroying and destruction, man. All right. The destruction of people. Now, I'm gonna get the clip, load this clip up. All right. But it's gonna be a hell of an end of the year. Me just speculating in the spirit and seeing how things are going now. It's gonna be a hell of a all right. Now I want to start with this first.
New shot of hope for children.
All right, let me share. Stop sharing. Now I'm gonna play this first. All right, then we're gonna segue into the fifth. All right, of Esau Edom.
In this pandemic, Moderna announcing the results of their latest study finding that it was safe and effective in children 6 to 11 years old. The company says their child vaccine is a half dose of the adult vaccine administered in 2 shots 28 days apart.
And let me know if y'all can hear it. How it's coming through. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it clearly. I'm gonna rewind it because it's something about that number 6.
New shot of hope for children in this pandemic. Moderna announcing the results of their latest study finding that it was safe and effective in children 6 to 11 years old. The company says their child vaccine is a half dose of the adult.
Children 6, all right, to 11 years old. If a brother can put that in Revelation 13, I think 17, dealing with the number of a man, because the juice is now approved for children 6 to 11. All right. This man loves this number 6. He he includes it, in all his enchantments. All right.
Vaccine administered in 2 shots 28 days apart. Tomorrow, an FDA advisory panel will review Pfizer's vaccine for children 5 to 11 years old. It could clear the FDA and the CDC by the first week of November. And when it does, the Biden administration says there will be millions of doses ready to go. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef.
Just one day before an FDA panel is set to review and rule on Pfizer's vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds, promising news tonight on Moderna's vaccine in younger children. The company reporting a strong immune response in kids 6 to 11.
Oh, it doesn't hurt at all.
At just 1/2 the adult dose, 2 shots given 28 days apart produced 1.5 times the antibodies seen in young adults. And like Pfizer, Moderna says its vaccine was safe in the younger group with mild side effects like headache, sore arm, fever, and fatigue.
As pediatricians who care for these kids, we want to find a solution, and it is a miracle that we potentially have one.
28 million.
It is a miracle. All right. It is a miracle. And I believe that's in that same chapter. If a brother can, I think it's Revelation 13 and 15. Well, let me get this one real quick. And this from the brother in his likeness. It says Revelation 13 and 18. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number, all right, of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score, all right, and 6, all right, 666. And you see, he loves to throw that number 6, within these enchantments, man. All right, John the Revelator, gave us a lot of insight on this beast system and how this man would maneuver. He gave us a lot of tokens, all right, to look for, when identifying, all right, this man's, his charagma, all right, and his agenda, man. You see what what one of the main components that Karachma would do. You know, and we jump up to 17. This is brother Yashima, tribe of Judah, and that no man might buy. All right, Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy or sell, save he have, all right, the Karachma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see, because one of the main components, you know, of that will be buying and selling. All right, we understand fully that one of the main components, all right, of, you know, that device, you know, will be to buy and to sell, you know, and John gave us, all right, the heads up, man. You see, but then she said, look, it's a miracle, all right, that we have, um, it's a miracle that we have, all right, this juice, all right, for the children, man. You know, if a brother real quick can get Revelation. Yep, Revelation 13 and 13 and 14. Yep, Revelation 13 and 14. All right, I'm gonna let the rest of this play, you know.
Children could be eligible for a Pfizer shot as early as Thursday, November 4th, after an expected green light from the FDA and CDC. The Pfizer vaccine found to be nearly 91% effective in 5 to 11-year-olds. Pediatrician Amanda Dropic enrolled all 4 of her children in the Pfizer trial.
If it's something that I can prevent with a vaccine that's both safe and effective, that's my job, to protect my kids and other people's kids to the best of my ability.
11-year-old Eli and 9-year-old Lila say they'll encourage their friends to get vaccinated.
They should definitely get vaccinated, and like, it really doesn't hurt, and like, it's definitely worth it, even if you do get a few side effects.
Just as soon as the vaccine is authorized for 5 to 11-year-olds,
1, 2, 3.
the White House says millions of doses will ship out.
So wait a minute. Once it's approved, they said millions of doses will ship out. So how do you have million doses of something that's not approved yet? You know, you figure it out.
They are ready at doctors' offices, children's hospitals, pharmacies, and clinics.
You see your boy. All right. Fauci himself. But yeah, let's get this in Revelation 13 and 14. All right. Now this is Revelation 13 and 14, and it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. All right, and he's presenting his medicine as miracles. He's presenting his technology and, you know, his banking system, and, you know, this convenience that he offers to the world. He's presenting as what is as miracles, man, which had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they shall make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. All right, and this is that modern, you know, Roman Empire. All right, that people worship, you know, and love. You know, where the women are liberated, you're free to fulfill your lust, you're free to be, you know, identify as what you want. You know, your truth is your truth, and, you know, no one can tell you different. And, you know, you can worship what you want. You know, you worship Satan. You can be a Buddhist / Satanist / Muslim / you know, Pan African, you know, / you know, leave it / open, you know, for whatever else new, you know, you want to believe. And this is the image, you know, of the beast, you know, consumerism, you know, no, all right, no, pretty much no boundaries, you know, because even when you go into this whole thing about meta, you know, which is a Greek word, which means to what, man? To go beyond or to transcend. All right, and we're gonna go into this next clip, and this man, all right, hey, he's going too far, man. At the end of the day, you know, we should be putting curses on this place daily. All right. I know I need to tighten up. I need to put more curses on this place, man. Daily, man. All right. This is Daniel. All right, this from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. This is Daniel 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and shall magnify himself in his heart, which is in his mind, and by peace shall destroy many. Yeah, because he's presenting this thing as a way to get back to normalcy, a way, to get back, to your loved ones, that they cozy, all right, family, you know, American, you know, dream. You see, this is what he's presenting, to the earth. All right, this man is presenting death as life, man. All right, it says he also shall stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yep, and then I'll say that's, those originally, speaking of Antiochus Epiphanes. All right, but now we know in this time it's speaking, all right, of this whole Edomite system, beginning with, all right, the elites, man. This modern Greco-Roman, system, man. All right, this is from the brother Bayan, and this is 1 Timothy 6:20. It says, "O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called," man. you know and this is, the things that's being presented, as salvation is his science, man. Science is just another term, all right, for Satanism, because they think through, left hand, wisdom, left hand, all right, technology, that they can transcend to being gods, man. All right, he think he has the knowledge, because science just goes into knowledge. Esau Edom thinks he has the knowledge, all right, to become a god, man. you know all right, verse 21 says, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. All right, so we know, all right, what's real and what's not. You see, we know, all right, what this man is kicking is BS, man, because we have, all right, the true wisdom, and we know, all right, what what true medicine and healing, and health comes from, man. Which we ain't gonna get too deep into that. All right, but we know what it is, man. You see, um, matter of fact, just since I said it, brother post Deuteronomy 32:39, I want to say, we just get that, then we'll move on. All right, let me get this other video. And we know what the day is, the 30th. It's Halloween tomorrow, I forgot about this, but it's tomorrow, So this is what's being pushed. All right, the vibration is being pushed, this year. All right.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched? Maybe you are. Hackers can see what you send over Wi-Fi, or steal what's on your devices. Like your financial info. That's why Norton 360 includes a VPN for online privacy, device security, and more. Keep prying eyes out.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the... Welcome to today's show.
All right. So, let y'all read that, and let me get this lesson. All right. This is let me get this precept. This is a brother in his likeness, Yasha Allah. All right. It says, see now that even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. All right. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So we know what life and death, healing and illness comes from, man. Who has the power, who oversees these things. You see, we fully understand, but this man is presenting himself to the earth as he is, you know, it's through me, the healing comes. All right. This from the brother Bayan. It says, Sirach, all right, 38 and 4, it says, the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise would not abhor them. Yeah, man, because pretty much, man, the Most High, with his great wisdom, the way he set things up, man, I think was that Socrates, I think you brothers can correct me, was all in with Jake, a lot of those, those Stoic, Greek philosophers. But what it said, let food, be thy medicine, and medicine, be thy food. You see? So the Most High had it set up, at the same time we put nutrients in our body. We will put, healing in our body as well, man. But you got your guy, Crazy E, it's just a madman. Now, all right, like I said, Halloween coming up tomorrow, and you see, what it is, man. It said Halloween is a week away, and you and your family might be brainstorming on costume ideas. Check out, all right, our resource for reminders about how and why to avoid cultural appropriation, cultural stereotypes, and costumes that um, perpetuate gender norms. All right, he wants to create norms, all right, of abominations, man. If a brother can put that in the same chapter, Deuteronomy 32, put Deuteronomy 32, verse 32 and 33. This is what we're dealing with. All right. This is what now he's pushing, all right, gender norms, but here it is food supply chain crisis. Here it is, it's a crisis for this. This is going on. He's pushing all this fear, but then when it comes to his, these wicked holidays, now he can push. All right, article going into costume that perpetuate gender norms. You see, this is the man we're dealing with. All right, this is Yashima tribe of Judah, Deuteronomy 32 and 32. It says, for their vine is the vine of Sodom, all right, and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, all right. Their clusters are bitter. You see, this man's vine, this man's root, what he's linked to, because when you go into, Esau's doctrine, especially going back to Aleister Crowley, he was, big, on sodomizing, little boys. He said that was like the pretty much the most potent, way to tap into the left hand side was through, all right, the rectum of young boys, man. And he got that when he was in Egypt, all right, which Egypt is what, a Hamitic, all right, empire. And Sodom was what, a Hamitic, all right, wicked empire. All right, Esau was rooted in these Hamitic, Satanist doctrines, man. All right. So you see, for their vine is the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, and their clusters are bitter. Yeah, because this is when you go into it says their wine, which is their philosophy, is the poison of dragons. You see, the poison of dragons. All right. And what is this beast system likened to? A dragon. All right. That pagan Roman Empire was likened to what? A dragon. You see, their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps. Yeah, so their doctrine is poison, man. This doctrine is poison in the earth, man, that he's forwarding throughout, society. It's a poison to the earth. You see? All right. So let me play it. This is what's being kicked.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of something else. I want to cover this story about, well, we have two things going on in my community, the LGBTQ. And of course, all you guys know I'm a full supporter, 100% on board. And
Now he's being sarcastic, because we know he's a a Christian, which like I said, these Edomite Christians, are far more diligent, and they at least have some type of standard. All right. Now they go off, of course, they don't have a spiritual, but they know what's going on is wrong as hell. What's being pushed and made normal is wrong as hell. You see, but he's gonna be sarcastic pretty much throughout a lot of this, I guess. To be keep keep it politically correct. PC.
And I've been dealing with a lot of bullying myself here on YouTube, harassment, trying to get me canceled, taking down a couple of my channels, and I'm going to be coming out with my own pronoun in the near future, and also my own gender identity, because as a member of the community, I shouldn't be getting bullied by other members of the same community, right? We're all members of the same community, right? Let's all go mad together, and let's all just come on, right? So I can't wait to let you know what pronouns I identify as. Now, for starters, you have to stay tuned this entire video, because I need to show you what our friends at the ADL, they're pretty much known as the Anti-Bullying League, are up to recommendations for Halloween. It'll blow your mind how amazing it is. But before that, I don't know if you guys have heard, but while we have all this trouble in Afghan, and we have all this trouble with cargo, we have all these people losing jobs, we have firefighters and policemen being fired, so there's not going to be a police force, aka the purge is coming, predictive programming in a lot of cities near you. Well, all of this, and I'll be covering that probably this weekend, maybe next week. You're going to see the purge in a lot of these cities. Deliberately. Remember, all this is being deliberately done on purpose. The reset. But I want to just talk real quick while all that's going on. Well, the economy, inflation, nothing on shelves, can't buy toilet paper, lack of meat, lack of produce. All that's going on. Our wonderful.
If you see this plant in your backyard, don't step on it. This neglected plant is more delicious and nutritious than most garden plants, people.
Wonderful government.
Like he was saying, all this is going on. All right, but this is at the top, of their priority. The earth is, pretty much sliding into chaos, especially here in America, but this is, the top of this guy's priority, man.
Friends of the government did do something really, really important while that's going on, while the world's burning. And they passed, they came forward with their really just an amazing thing that we all needed right now. And that is a national strategy to achieve gender equality, because we don't have that already. Because obviously we've seen that women can't get hired in the workplace. Obviously, people in my community, LGBT, can't get hired in the workplace. We always see these other privileged people get hired, not because they're more competent, because they're straight, and that needs to stop. That needs to stop. So we see that being the main focus of the White House, which is wonderful, of course. But again, remember, the left-right paradigm is all done on purpose. They're trying to destroy everything on purpose to reset. So the left and the right getting angry this way and that way is what they want. Divide and conquer is the motto. But what we had, which is really amazing with all this going on, and people are wondering, hey, am I going to lose my job this week? Jobs are down. People aren't showing up at hospitals for work, and really important things that we need, people to be working, jobs we need people to be working at, delivering goods and products. We have this passed, which is the gender neutral passport.
The passport doesn't just allow you to travel outside the country. It reflects the person it belongs to.
It's a wonderful document. It means a lot.
Dana Zim, for the first time ever, has a passport.
I felt pretty restricted.
Now you see on the 6, all right, it says X. You see, it has the X, man. All right. Matter of fact, if a brother could put Revelation chapter 11. Revelation 11 and Revelation 11 and 8. All right, Revelation 11 and 8. You know, when this place is beyond done. All right, this is beyond done. This is heavy anti-Messiah. All right, you know, activity. You see, this is heavy anti-Messiah, man. All right, and this is what he wants throughout the earth. This is, you know, the new norm that he's, you know, you know, campaigning for, man. You know, and pretty much enforcing. All right, and there's legislation that protect, you know, this madness, man. All right, this is the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. And it says, this is on Revelation 11 and 8. It says, and their dead bodies, all right, this is speaking of Israel, us being spiritually dead, shall lie in the street of the great city, all right, in the street of the great city, which is America, which spiritually is called Sodom, all right, and we no expounding needed, all right, to see why this place is compared, all right, to Sodom. All right, is likened unto Sodom and Egypt, all right, where also our Lord was crucified, or all right, X'd out, because Yahushua wasn't physically crucified here, but in the spirit, they want to X out, all right, the order, you know, created by Yahweh by Shema. You know, if a brother could put on Matthew 19 and 5, you know, I want to say, you know, make sure, hold on. All right. Go to the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 4 and 5. All right. Matthew 19, verse 4 and 5. All right. But this is, you know, they crossed out the ways of righteousness here, man. All right. This is very anti-Messiah. You know, for his sex, he got X, man. This is crazy. You know, this is madness. But then here it is, Quando Rondo, you know, was the hell with that nigga. You know, I don't know them niggas, man. But, you know, just to make the point, you know, he has he went public, you know, with his, you know, little chick, and she 18 and he 22, and it's an uproar. All right. Well, meanwhile, this is cool. This is okay, man. This is the anti-Messiah, all right, society, man. You know, this is the society whom, all right, Yahushua is coming back to destroy. All right. When you go to Matthew 19 and 4, all right, this is another one from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. It says, and he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he, all right, which made them at the beginning, made them male and female? All right. Do you see an X there? All right. Do you see any of the alphabets, you know, from the the coalition? You see? This is Esau Edom saying he is. All right. This is Matthew 19 and 5. It said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh, man. All right. This man has turned the earth into a complete, all right, madhouse, man. You know?
From the time they denied my passport application. It's sort of like being in jail, but not quite.
Born with ambiguous genitalia, Dana Zim grew up as a boy with a birth certificate that says sex unknown. Dana now has a passport that reflects who they are as neither male or female. It was hand-delivered today.
You know, that was kind of an awe moment.
A moment that felt overdue. Since 2015, Dana has been fighting in court, filing a lawsuit to get this for not only themselves, but for others.
Because it means more freedom. That is important. That's probably one of the most important freedoms we get to have. And you can't beat that.
It's just a document to some. To Dana, it's evidence of being seen.
Well, recognition allows us to say, look, the federal government recognizes us. Now you can't discriminate against us because this is on the books.
One passport, giving reassurance to people all across the country they can grow up to be who they're supposed to be, not who they're allowed to be.
It's a baby step towards civil rights for intersex people.
In Fort Collins, Angeline McCall, 9 News.
So thankfully that got passed. Gender X. Now, I'm not sure I'm fully on board because I'd like it to be more, I'd like pronouns to be put in place where I can write in my pronoun. So in the future, I hope they will change this so I can check the X, which of course I don't identify as a man or a woman, as all of you know. I will check the X, and then I'll put my pronoun in a box. But I also want it to be erasable, so it has to be a pencil, because whatever I want to identify as at that time, I might want to change my mind and change it because, you know, that's how it goes. So I
remember he's being sarcastic, you know, talking about he wants them to make it, erasable, so he can change it, because this is nothing but confusion, man, but ball. All right, America is Babylon. If you can't get that, yep, this is Babylon, man, the land of confusion, man.
would like to see that in the future. But let me get into this, okay? Because that was really important. I'm glad we got that done finally. That is the ADL and Halloween. I want to read you what the ADL. Now, the ADL fights hate for good. They've done such a great job. They've taken out so many horrible people who have been promoting truth. I mean, hatred. What they're doing now is they're giving recommendations to parents for Halloween and Halloween costumes. Now, where do I start? Should I start with costume choices as far as gender, or should I just let you know that if you're somebody who's white, they're saying you should not dress up like a Mexican or an Indian person because it's offensive, duh. So a white person, if you try to dress up like Pocahontas, for the beautiful ladies out there who want to dress as Pocahontas, don't do it. And again, I don't support Halloween. Everybody knows that. But I'm saying this is for the masses out there and any of you who might still like to dress up or do whatever. They want to let you know not to do it because it's very offensive. It's a very soft cupcake society. So if you are thinking about doing that, don't do it. Even though it's Halloween and you're supposed to dress up and play make-believe, right? So they don't want you to dress up as an Indian if you're a white person because it could be very offensive. They don't want you to dress in blackface. It could be very offensive. While dressing like a person who is poor, like a hobo, it says, or rednecks, depicts people from low-income households, and stereotypes are hurtful. So these are the things that are written right in their article that I'm reading from. Now let me tell you what they recommend as far as gender goes. They say dress up can be an opportunity for children to try on different personas and expand their horizon. Unfortunately, much of the marketing and messaging around Halloween costume options ends up narrowing these horizons and reinforces restrictive social norms around gender and sexual.
See, this is the serpent. All right, this is the lingo of the serpent. All right, because the serpent came to Eve as if he was expanding, her horizons. Like he was getting her out the box. He was liberating her from under Adam so she can be so much more, so she can transcend. All right. Like when you go into that word meta, in the Greek, if a brother can copy and paste that word meta, which is what Facebook is turning, their name to meta. But I think Wikipedia give a good definition, quick definition of the word meta. If brothers could, Baba Shah. But that's the serpent lingo. You don't have to be what you're restricted to, male and female. Don't be restricted to that. Be what you desire. All right, and that's the serpent lingo, man.
Orientation. Quote unquote girl costumes predominantly focus on dresses and being pretty, such as princesses or fairies. Even superhero costumes for girls include skirts instead of more.
Why are dental companies lobbying to make this toothbrush illegal in the U.S.? This U.S. Army dentist built a device to give Americans the dental care they deserve.
instead of more practical pants for crime fighting. Duh. Everybody knows that crime fighters wear pants, right? Because they're real. Superheroes are real, right? They should just mention graphene and everything else while they're at it. But I'm right. It's offensive if you wear, it's stereotype. Costumes marked to older girls emphasize attractiveness and sexual appeal, while costumes targeted to boys place heavy emphasis on superheroes and action figures. Choices like these convey the message that boys should be scary and gruesome. Many children are attracted to traditional gendered costumes. Think girls who love princesses or boys who are obsessed with action heroes. When that is the case, it is best not to reinforce that these are the only appropriate options available. Engage in conversations with young people about gender stereotypes and discuss messages that companies send through marketing and stereotypes. Now, take a deep breath with me. Ready? Come on, where are you going with this call? Well, get ready for the next two paragraphs here. Stay with me. Many Halloween costumes perpetuate gender stereotypes and exclude those who don't conform to traditional gender.
There you go. All right. A boy dressed as Wonder Woman. You see that? Now, what will he grow up to be? All right. What the hell, will he grow up to be? You see that? This is madness, man. Yeah, this generation can't grow old. We in a time of reckoning. All right, we we in a time of reckoning, man. Brother could put Psalms 119 and 119 and 126. All right. Now, this is the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. Now you go into the word meta. All right. What does it go into? Now, this is what Facebook is changing their name to. It says after or beyond to operate at a higher level or change. All right. Or change. You see? This is what Esau Edom, all right, wants to change into. This is what he's pushing. He's going. Esau was going straight in, man. You see, all right. He going straight in the freestyle, man. Hey, all right. This is what his man mind is at, man. He thinks he's gonna go beyond, all right, the order set of Yahweh Shema Shai. He thinks he's, he pushing as if he's gonna operate on a higher level than what Yahweh Shema Shai has set up, man. Now I want to get this law, all right. A brother posted this law, all right, in Deuteronomy 22:5. It said Deuteronomy 22:5. It said the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abominations unto the Lord thy power. You see that? But this is a society where, they do the complete opposite. All right. Because the thing now for women is what? Tights and, jeans. All right. And the thing for men, all right, you see that even the shirts that they make for men now are likened unto almost dresses, man. The way that they're made has a very feminine, because it's hard to even buy, new clothes, man. I just had to take care of the clothes I got, man, because you go buy new, you go try to buy you a new outfit, you be looking weird as hell, man. Yeah, damn. All right, I just gotta wear, gas station t-shirts till the chairs come. The white, the V-neck, it's everything else is through. You see? So this is a law, all right? And what did the Lord say in Psalms, all right, 119 and 26, and this is from the brother, Yashima tribe of Judah. All right, and this is on Psalms 119 and 26. 126, it says, "It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law." Yeah, see, the Most High finna go to work, man. All right, through plagues, through prophecy, through missiles, through Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is about to go to work on this place, man. You know, a brother can put 2 Peter chapter 2, you know, verse 5 and 6. You know, we're gonna get all the Solomon and Gomorrah, all right, precepts, and we're gonna get out of here. But get um 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5 and 6. Let's get Jeremiah 49, 17 and 18, Isaiah 13 and 19, you know, and we gonna ride out on Sodom, man. Goodness gracious. All right. And this is what you niggas, all right, like that nigga in the store, you know, going crazy by the mask, all right. Still, you know, going crazy by the mask. This is the society that he's trying to, you know, keep going. All right. And you know the Most High gonna hit his big head at dead and top his head with a missile, man. You know, a dumb, stupid nigga, man. This is the society that you niggas, all right, when you have your mask on in the car, this is the society that you're submitting yourself to, man. All right. How stupid can a nigga be in 2021, man?
Your norms, especially those who are transgender, non-binary, or gender non-conforming, aka people such as myself, ladies and gentlemen. Be mindful that you may have students who feel excluded and marginalized by the overly gendered way Halloween costumes are marketed. And here's your deepest breath. Exhale now. Encourage self-expression while making sure that children who venture outside of gender norms for Halloween are accepted, respected, and not teased. Take the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Take the opportunity to experiment. Experiment. And again, encourage self-expression while making sure that children who venture outside of gender norms for Halloween are accepted, respected, and not teased. Before a Halloween event, you might say something like, "It's really fun to dress up and pretend. At our school, there aren't boys and girls costumes." Take the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to respect different beliefs. Not all students in your class may celebrate Halloween because of their religious or personal beliefs. Try to learn about students' practices before introducing Halloween topics. Provide students the opportunity to choose not to participate in ways that don't feel like they are being marginalized, right? So this has nothing to do, obviously, nothing to do with, oh, well, Halloween's satanic, the things involving children that go way back in the occult with children and Halloween. No. Just being offensive. You don't want to be offensive ever. And make sure it says, the ADL says, make sure you include all young people. Okay, be aware of the socio-economic implications of celebrating holidays. Be mindful that not all children have the financial resources to bring elaborate decorations, buy gifts, or wear store-bought costumes. So consider how you can structure holidays so that all students can participate in the classroom without the need to spend money. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, use this time as a time period to experiment, to try on different personas. Do you understand? To try on different personas. Not to just fall into the stereotype. So if you're a girl, you don't have to be Cinderella. Don't you understand? You don't have to be MK Ultra Cinderella. You could be Buffalo Bill. Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Silence of the Lambs. You can be a cowboy, not a cowgirl. If you're a boy, you can be Cinderella. These are the important things that are going on. The ADLs let everybody know, and I couldn't agree more. And I know you guys couldn't either. I can feel it. I can probably see it in the comment section. Important things. Use this time of make-believe. Of course, no mention of the occult, by the way. And what this holiday is really about. Use this time to explore. Help children understand that Halloween costumes are only fun or funny when they don't hurt or make fun of other people or spread stereotypes. Don't dress up like a hobo. If you're white, don't dress up as an Indian. It's offensive. If you're anything, don't dress up as anything because it's offensive. If you dress up as a toaster, I'm going to be offended because that might be the gender that I actually select, but I'm not sure yet. And if somebody has a problem with that, I'll take you to court because whatever I identify as, you have to agree with. And that's the way the law in the world is now. And you could say I'm joking and I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'll prove it. I'll put it on my license. How's that? Oh, I mean, two can play at the same game when it comes.
And it's the gist of it. It's just a madhouse, man. This is a complete madhouse of a society. And this is what Esau pretty much that article that he's reading going back. This is the serpent lingo. All right, because he's encouraging people to step out their box, of normal, gender identification, and pretty much go beyond, the limit set. This is Genesis 3 and 4 from the brother Bayan. It says, "And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die." And that's what Esau is telling the masses: Ye shall not surely die. All right, ye shall not surely die. Do you? Do you, boo? You ain't gonna die. What you mean? Oh, and a lot of people are falling, into that, man, and they're gonna be through. All right, and they're gonna be through, man. So he's saying you shall not surely die, but the scriptures say, all right, this Isaiah, this brother Yashima tribe of Judah, is Isaiah 13:19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and that was through fire, because you go into the word Sodom, it goes into a fire, and then you go to Gomorrah, it goes into being submerged. All right, America will be submerged in fire through nuclear destruction, which would turn into the lake of fire in Revelation, man. You see, this is all right, Second Peter 2:6. It says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly," man. And we see the example. All right, you just look at the screen. All right, this is the same behavior that brought on the destruction of fire and brimstone, you know, to Sodom and Gomorrah. And it's gonna be this, and that same behavior, is being, amplified in America, man. You know, all right, verse 7, it says, "And deliver just Lot, and Lord willing, we can play the part of just Lot, man, being delivered from this, vexed with the filthy conversation or the conduct of the wicked." Yeah, man. Because we're vexed just as Lot was, man. You know, it's a very vexing, society. All right. And this is another from brother Yashima tribe of Judah, second Ezra, 2:8. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people." Now, Ashur was speaking of ancient Assyria, which when you go into the history, all right, of ancient Assyria, just go, you want to research it and look at it real quick. Just all right, you go to Wikipedia and see, all right, the Assyrian king, that was into cross dressing, man. He was he was in that wicked, trans spirit. You see, he pushed that energy throughout his empire. All right, and now in America, it's the same energy, man. And they hide the wicked, which means they protect the wicked. They protect, all right, wickedness, man. There's legislation and laws that protect, wickedness, man. All right. Let me see if I can find, all right, that video. All right. This is a damn madhouse. Hold on. Let's see if we can find this madness, man. It's a goddamn freak show, man. All right, let me finish this precept. But this is from Brother Yashima Tribe of Judah. This is 2nd Ezra 2:8. He said, woe be unto to thee Assur. All right, and you can replace Assur with, America at this time. Thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. So the Most High is constantly hinting at the destruction that he's going to bring to this place, man. And that's why in Jeremiah, all right, if a brother can get that, Jeremiah 49:17 and 18, we'll end with that. I'm going to play this, in the meantime. This is madness, man. All right. But the Most High is constantly hitting, at that destruction. And that's why you have nuclear missiles, being assembled, all right, being put together as we speak, for this place.
We're not doing credit. You're going to give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir?
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir. Motherfucker. I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in the store. I need your corporate number now. Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your corporate number. Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes, get it for me now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Get me the damn number now, please.
Ooh. Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh.
I apologize. I will get you that number right now.
Madness. All right. Complete madness, man. Woe to thee Assur which hidest. Because he knows that he has, he knows that he can, pretty much go, all right, and make a complaint. And hey, that whole GameStop will get shut down, man. This is, all right. Speaking of America, that hidest the unrighteous, man. That protects the unrighteous, man. Just the fact that, it's things set up where he can call, and pretty much your business to get penalized, man. All right. This is a damn madhouse, man. This is a madhouse, man.
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
This is the post interview. I wonder what this nigga done said, man. You see.
Oh, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
This video from right here in New Mexico is going viral online. A transgender woman losing her cool when she says an employee at an Albuquerque video game store called her sir instead of ma'am. The video has been viewed more than 1 million times on YouTube over the last 2 weeks, and it's getting people talking. Lots of people have made fun of the woman for her outburst. Others say she did the right thing by defending her gender identity. Now, only on 4, she's telling her side of the story to Kai Porter.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It's the video seen by millions. Tiffany Moore, a transgender woman who recently started her transition, yelling at an employee inside this Albuquerque GameStop. Moore says the cashier repeatedly called her sir instead of the gender pronoun she identifies with while she was trying to return a game she bought for her son.
Ma'am, what?
She bought for her son. Oh, boy. Man, that's enough of this shit, man. Hey, I'm done. That's this. I think I'm good for the week. On covering that topic. It's your beloved America, man. Damn. All right, now this is from the brother Bayan Yashala. All right, and you see, and also the Bible also links, Edom, with, all right, Babylon, and also the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah is all linked. This is Jeremiah 49:17 says, also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. Yeah, that's that nuclear destruction. All right. And Esau, Edom, he's the ruler of this Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, society, man, you know, and mainly here in America. This is Jeremiah 49:18, brother by Young Yashala. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, keeps bringing up Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. All right, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. This place is going to be completely, utterly destroyed, covered in fire. Everything is going to be consumed. All right, like Scripture say, the elements melted. All right, with fervent heat. All right, this place is done. This is what's coming, and rightfully so, man. Like I said, I fully get it. I fully understand. All right, I fully understand why Yahweh Shema Shai is about to react. All right, the way he's about to react, man. There's no, there's no why when it comes to the judgment written, about this place. There's no why. All right, the thing is just when. You see. So that was the point. Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you few sisters were, edified. Once again, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakapadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, pushing to get up out of here, man. Hey, DTA, Bible ball soon. All right. We're gonna continue to put curses on this place, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalak, Rayon, Wa Nashim, Wa Bayim, Wa Horagium, Wa Mashapayim, Akal, Wamian, Wa Gawayon, Wa Yahweh, Wa, Babu Kashab, Babu Kashab, Babu Kashab, Tawada, Tawab, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalak, Maga Payom, Al Adawamium, Wa Ha, Rasha, Wa Babal, Babu Kashab, Babu Kashab, Babu Kashab, Tawada, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Mun.